Hi everyone, thanks for joining me tonight for our teen night. My name is Irene, and today we're going to be trying a little bit of poetry. I'm going to tell you a little bit about a limerick and then tell you how you might try to write one yourself. So a limerick is a type of poem. It's a 5-line poem that consists of one stanza, and it has an A-A-B-B-A rhyme scheme. So the first 2 lines rhyme, second 2 lines rhyme, and then the last line rhymes with the first 2 lines. It's usually very short, and it might be a description or a short tale. Most of them are funny, some of them are crude, and nearly all of them are trivial and just kind of silly. So, 6 defining characteristics of a limerick. First of all, a limerick, like I said, is 5 lines arranged in one stanza. The first line, second line, and fifth lines rhyme. The third and fourth lines rhyme. The rhythm is anapestic, which means there are 2 unstressed syllables followed by a stressed syllable. So I'll kind of do a little rhythm of the poem in just a second. But the first, second, and final line each have 3 anapests. So da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. The third and fourth lines have 2 anapests, which is da-dum, da-da-dum. So I'll read you an example here of a famous one from Edward Lear, who wrote a bunch of limericks, and this is one of the most famous, and is the opening poem for a book from a book of nonsense. So as you can see, limericks are kind of silly and nonsensical. So here's this one. There was an old man with a beard, who said, "It is just as I feared. 2 owls and a hen, 4 larks and a wren, have all built their nests in my beard." Okay, so obviously beard and beard rhyme together. Feared rhymes with beard, and then hen and wren rhyme. So it's, there was an old man with a beard, who said, "It is just as I feared. 2 owls and a hen, 4 larks and a wren, have all built their nests in my beard." So you can hear that, the anapests in that poem too. So it's about the rhythm and the rhyme, which is most of what rhythmic poetry is. All right, so here's a few more tips I've got here for writing a limerick. So most of them tell a story, right? They have a narrative arc with a main character, a plot, and a resolution. The guy talking about his beard, there's a bunch of animals, and they made a nest. So it's going to be a really, really short story. You're just thinking of like a snippet of something in your life, a friend's life, a cat's life, a tree's life, anything that you can think of. You can write it about, make it about something. Start with your subject. So your first line should introduce your main character and establish a setting if there is one. And then you can maybe start with your name for practice, jot down a bunch of words that rhyme with it, and try to see what combinations you can come up with. Limericks are silly, so make it absurd, make it crazy, make it kind of nonsensical. And after you've introduced the main character at the beginning of your limerick, you can put them in kind of a silly scenario to ramp up the humor. Usually they might end with a twist, so make it kind of silly like the punchline of a joke. You don't stray from the structure, you keep the structure, so it's the A-A-B-B-A rhyme scheme, and keep that anapestic rhythm for the poem. And then read it out loud, because limericks are silly, they're poetry. Poetry is like best heard out loud. And if it's funny, you can test it out on your friends and see if you'll get a good laugh out of it. So it's kind of fun. I tried a couple and they weren't as funny as I hoped they would be, but I'm gonna read you one of them here. So I tried to come up with something with my name in it, and not much rhymes with, well, things rhyme with Irene, but I was having trouble coming up with good combinations. So I decided to gear it towards teens from Eagle. So here's my limerick. There once was a teen from Eagle who wanted a dog that was regal. They went to the pound, they searched, and they found an adorable, kingly young beagle. So you've got your rhyming, you've got your rhythm. It's not very funny, but you know, it's a cute little thing where a teen finds a beagle, and it's pretty exciting. So you don't have to be great, you just have to practice, and then you will learn how to make something maybe funny if you keep practicing. So yeah, start with your name, maybe start with a topic, start with a family member, a dog, a cat, anything really, and just start with rhyming words. You're going to want 3 words that rhyme for the first, second, and last, 5th lines, and then 2 words that rhyme for the end of the 4th or 3rd and 4th lines. And like in my poem about the teen from Eagle, they don't have to each be complete sentences. Like, there once was a teen from Eagle who wanted a dog that was regal. That's like one sentence. They went to the pound, searched, and they found an adorable kingly young beetle. So that's just one sentence. So 2 sentences really makes one little poem. And the rhyming doesn't have to be split up in sentences itself. It can be splitting up sentences to make rhymes at the end of each line. So kind of gives you some flexibility there. Just keep the rhythm, keep the rhyme scheme, put a little funny in there, and you'll have yourself a limerick. So I'd love to see if you guys come up with anything. I'd love to see some of your limericks if you would like to share them with us, or email us at eaglelibrary@cityofeagle.org. I'd love to see your limericks. So have fun trying that. Enjoy poetry and creativity, and I will see you next week for another teen night. Bye, everyone.
Looking for your next great read? Try Novelist, and you'll receive just the right book suggestion. Visit eaglepubliclibrary.org/educational tools and look for the Novelist link.